Today, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Austin Desperados taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this awesome... "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw on second down. McKnight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 63 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down, here's an option right. To throw on second down. McKnight completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
On first down, McKnight. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down now. Lock. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down. McKnight, quick completion here to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on second down. McKnight, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to touchdown. It's complete. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Desperados drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as they come out for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Campbell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Campbell off the bootleg. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, McKnight. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Locke. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw on 2nd down. McKnight. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the gun, McKnight. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st down, McKnight. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. McKnight. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's held. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A little juke. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the previous play a big help as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. Campbell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Crockett. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Campbell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll run on 1st down. Crockett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Crockett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw. Campbell, and he's got the hook up to Landry. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Looking to throw. Campbell. Johnson's got it complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Elks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now, Locke, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On third down, Locke, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Locke fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On 1st and 10, McKnight. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds his man, complete. It's low. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKnight. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the grab by Croft. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. McKnight. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Desperados have taken the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Crockett. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McKnight. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. McKnight. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Campbell throwing on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Campbell. Off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKnight.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, McKnight. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13. So let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first down, Crockett, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Again on the ground, again Crockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Campbell looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll run on first down. Wall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Campbell. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Elks are an extra point away from drawing level. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level.
down a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to throw. McKnight. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. To throw on second down. McKnight. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First down. Lock. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Lock, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Looking to throw. McKnight. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKnight. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Short throw hauled in by Croft. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, McKnight.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on first down. Crockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Campbell. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. To Crockett on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Campbell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw. Campbell. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off play action. Campbell to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Elks are able to move back in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Austin's offense ready to go again. Throwing on 1st down. McKnight. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Desperados have yet again retaken the lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Campbell on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McKnight firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. McKnight. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Desperados take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
7 yards, the pickup there. Campbell now to throw on 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They run with Crockett, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's Campbell on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Campbell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Campbell shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And some room to work. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Elks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Austin's offense ready to go again. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On 1st and 10, McKnight. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
To throw on 3rd down, McKnight. under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Campbell throwing on first down. This is Hillman with it. A gain of 6 there on first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stage.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Salt Lake City, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.